It has been about 2 hours, let's say, since my BCG treatment, and I feel tired. Um, the overall immune reaction that I was having last week, it's not as bad. Um, I have a little bit of a scratchy throat. I don't have too much of a headache. I just feel kind of just like something sitting on my chest. So I'm getting plenty of fluids. It just feels like the beginnings of some flu or something like that. So I can function. I would recommend that people don't try to do too much, because I know if I went and tried to do like too much of anything right now, it would really bring me down. The thing that I'm feeling right now is like this cloudy. It's like my head is cloudy. Like I'm not thinking too sharply. So please bear with me when it comes to this, because I it's just kind of odd how I feel. So I'm just gonna ramble on for about 10 minutes here, and hey, if I want to do 20, I'm just gonna have to make another video. But in order to just get through what I'm feeling, basic allergic reactions, I'm actually okay. If a person had to go to work and they weren't going to really physically exert themselves too much, then I would say that that's probably okay. But when it comes to it, get plenty of water, um, take aspirin, and if you have anything to calm your bladder. I'm not getting any bladder spasms as of yet, but they will probably happen. I was even having them on the way. After 7 days since my last one, I was getting them on the way to this appointment. So plenty of water helps the urethra not burn. I had a pretty fair bit of burning there. Unfortunately, got to go to the bathroom quite a bit and flush out your bladder for a couple hours. You got to put bleach in the toilet because of the tuberculosis vaccine, so on and so forth. So luckily, a couple things came around today that are taking my mind off of it a little bit. I got one mail. I normally don't say anything about pharmaceutical companies, and you know what? This time I probably won't either. But one particular pharmaceutical company, the one that provides my BCG therapy, provides the drug itself, is looking for advocates like me, non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. I think they specifically sent it to me. It seemed like it was going out to a larger group, but that company is looking for some people to talk about their, just do advocacy work, of which that I do nonprofit now. I slipped into that. I know, but it's kind of weird. And then yesterday, I think they sent me this one too. I can't remember where I got it actually, but it's also another. Um, yeah, it's like research. It's a paid one actually, so that's not for profit, but a researcher. Um, so I'm probably gonna end up falling into a lot of this crap. So, the very very sweet person that my contact at beacon.org sent me a mail as well that said that I was already bladder poster boy person of the month a while back, and I had already given them a story, so I thought that maybe I wasn't gonna get this actual story, which this story here ends up on their website too, I believe, as well as social media. But they highlight a person like every day. They highlight somebody, so they spent a little while editing that and sent it back to me. And you know what? To be perfectly honest with you, I did have another opportunity. There's like three. I mean, they're just throwing this stuff at me now. It's all about non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. But I thought it was very interesting that I said, that I'm looking at something that I wrote that was actually edited by someone else, like quote unquote professionally. It's just really neat. I don't think I'm the greatest writer in the world, but I do enjoy writing. So I superimposed this one of me my wife. This one was this we agreed was the most accurate representation of our weight loss. On the left, gosh, that must have been a friend of mine died. Gosh, I cannot tell you. It's probably about 10 to 12 years ago. And that's always the representation that we use to say, okay, this is how much weight we lost. And I'm looking there, I'm my 270. That's my normal 270. Nice and healthy. And then on the right there, that is actually Beacon's bladder cancer walk. And a few months ago, and I was like, I think I was like 180 there, 175 maybe. So I started putting this stuff together, and they wanted to see some new pictures and my revisions here. Now, as far as my revisions go, they did a great job. They left it really true to what I did, and there's only a couple things I'm not going to change. I'm just going to add for continuity, so I'm going to be doing that when I'm done talking to you. Here's my Facebook. If you want to go to my Facebook, I actually have a cancer advocacy Facebook page. It is a private group, but if you look up cancer advocacy, then I really need new members, because I've got like 1,800 that are very silent, and a lot of them aren't even here for cancer. But it'd be nice to have a few people to chime in here, because I got a lot of people that are trying to it's just spam. They're doing a lot of spam. Okay, and of course TikTok. There's Danny G798. I've been posting my stuff onto YouTube now. I'm probably going to simultaneously do YouTube as much as humanly possible. But here's the photos that I ended up with for to send to Beacon. I'm not going to send all these for my story, but if you go to beacon.org, I'm pretty sure that that's exactly where this is going to be, and on social media. So here's another one of those big fat head pictures of mine, and then me and Rocco and me rocking. You can see I'm just starting to show a little bit of gains there when I lift, starting to bike a little bit. Everything about my lifestyle is active. Here's another super old one that my niece there, Erica, beautiful girl, awesome girl. I think that was my son's graduation, actually. And then this is when we went to Las Vegas. And there's that before after. There was a show and a band I'm in, which I really like that picture. I really dig that picture. So let's see, I'm still, I feel okay. I'm gonna try to see what I could do here as far as to give you guys the information that I need to. Like I said, cancer advocacy. Keep an eye out on Beacon. I'm gonna actually take you to Beacon. Keep an eye out on their Facebook page. You can go to their actual page. This is where I'll be featured. Actually, here's my bladder Beacon Person of the Month. That was a few months ago. So I'm going to have something more like, let me see, because they're only doing, those are mine. So it'll be this, Ben's Bladder Cancer Story 29, which I see so much. So many young people getting bladder cancer. It's kind of crazy. Young people that didn't smoke, Let's see how much time I got here left to bore you guys. Oh, gotta wrap her up. 10-minute videos. Okay, so keep an eye out on Beacon. Keep an eye out for my story. Come down to Facebook and like all my stuff, and I'll friend you there. We can do stuff there, or TikTok. You'll find me. Look for Danny G or Moss Isley.